Here I'm here with a brand new pickup video going over my recent finds. Some nice stuff. A really just kind of rough few weeks at the garage sales. July is always my slow month for, once we get into the heat of things. May always is kind of the starter, and then June is always really great. And then July always, hits it feels like I'm hitting a wall. And then, August starts to come back up in September, but kind of a slow month. But I did get some stuff with my trade credit that I've been building up lately that we'll get into that. And I got some, garage sale stuff. I got a really nice GameCube bundle. That could have been better, but it was still not bad. So we'll get all into that now. Then I got my garage sale finds here for Thursday. Really good deals, although not much going on. And this is actually my garage sale size for Friday. That's how much I know. Thursday, I didn't find anything. It poured down rain all day. I did not find anything. Friday, there wasn't much going on. There was like one neighborhood sale I went to, and it was kind of far away, but I was going to go up that way anyway, so it worked out in the end. First sale of the day I went to at this neighborhood. It's not first sale of the day. First sale I found anything of the day at this neighborhood. I got bumped the camera. It's all not an object video until I bumped the camera. Got a PS2 Fat for $25. It had had a controller and all the hookups. Can't really go wrong with that. It's a nice shape, so I think it'll work. Other than that, I was expecting the neighborhood sale that this all was in to be bigger, and it was only about 8 sales, if that. Kind of disappointing, but I did get another nice find in this neighborhood. So I almost didn't go to the sale because from that street it looked pretty crap. There was like 2 tables with junk on it. But I walked up and I saw this there with a stack of Vita games. You can see priced at $150, and it came with 4 games here. It's the second model Vita. Really nice condition. It's a beautiful piece of hardware right here. The Vita, one of the sexiest pieces of hardware of all time. Really great looking system. Just excellent. This is the second model. I have the first model. I think I like it. It's how it feels better, but great looking system, great feeling system. Criminally underrated. Anyone who didn't buy a Vita is a villain. So there's the system there, and then 4 games in good shape. Sly Cooper collection. This one's unfortunate because it is just 1 and 2 on the cartridge, and then 3 is a download. But the download expired in 2016. The downloads for all these old Vita games have now long since expired. You can try it for yourself, but it's expired in 2016. So, unfortunate, but still holds some value. I have that one, so that one I'm going to sell to make some money back. This one I'll add to the collection, Soul Sacrifice. This was Keiji Inafune worked on this game. I know that name's maybe a little bit tainted now, but I've heard good things about this one. I've heard this one's at least interesting, so I'll have to check that one out. God of War collection. I'll be adding this one to my collection as well. This one has both games on the cartridge. God of War 1 and 2 HD. God of War... Can't talk today. God of War 1 and 2 HD are both on the cartridge on this one, so that's nice. That one will be going in the collection. And then Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation, which I had the Assassin's Creed 3, like the white Vita, and it came with this, so I already had this one as well. But this one holds a little bit of value. So, I asked the guy at the sale, are you firm on 150, or what were you thinking? And he was like, I'm not that firm. I'll go down to 125. And I'm like, sold. Vita stuff is very spiked right now. Games are pricey. If you have pretty much any decent games for the Vita, they're pretty pricey now. And systems are reasonably high. So I figured, I'll keep a couple games there, keep 2 games. Make my money back, if not a little bit more, on everything here, and walk away pretty happy. So that was cool. So all in all, worthwhile. A little bit disappointing because it was so few sales, but it did well with what's there, so worthwhile overall. I got my garage sale finds here. This was just actually sitting out at the sale. I got to a neighborhood sale about 20 minutes early, 25 minutes early, and probably the third house I went to. This was just sitting out, in a box, and it was marked at $50. I quickly snapped it up, just seeing, just the system and seeing that there were games in there was enough for me. I saw that there were a lot of discs just laying at the bottom of the box, which is never a good sign because it just means that they're not taking care of their stuff. But I'll show what I got here. It is a GameCube bundle, which I'm always happy to see. With a black system. It has the 2 memory cards. It has the Animal Crossing memory card, which is nice to see. The Animal Crossing game was not in there for some reason, but the memory card was. And got the regular memory card. So GameCube system. I mean, even at this point, for $50, the GameCube system's a good deal, let alone with the memory card. I kind of knew that this stuff was not going to be in great shape, so this sale was a lot better. Could have been a lot better, but I'm still happy with it. I mean, I just don't know how you do this to your controllers, you know? A controller like $20 back in the day. How do you do this? How do you get the sticks missing? You know, this one's rattling. It's like, this is just junk now. So, not great. These all were games that were missing the disc. In the system, I should say, was a loose copy of Shamu's Deep Sea Adventures. All these discs are pretty scratched. I'm going to have to send them out to get resurfaced. But these were all just loose, missing the games. Sonic Riders, which was otherwise complete except for the game. Godzilla, which is missing manual. And this one, unfortunately, has gone up a little bit in price recently. Magical Mirror, which was developed by Capcom, actually. Would have been interesting to get that one, but game is missing. Pac-Man Fever, had the manual. And then this is probably the worst one of all. This was also missing manual, but the fact that the disc was not in there with this one, a huge shame. Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. Real big bummer on that one. But, extra case does not hurt to have. But there's a stack of games where the games was there. I'm going to have to send them out for resurfacing for the ones that matter. But, still some good stuff. Maybe not as good, Madagascar. Although there was a mini golf mini game in the Madagascar GameCube game that was pretty good from what I remember as a kid. I remember I used to play with my friend a lot. Namco Museum. I think that one was complete. Spyro. And just for, kind of a reference for how bad some of these discs are, it's like how do you do this? Bro moment, man. How do you do this? Luigi's Mansion, Mario Party 4, which this one was pretty rough, from what I recall. Yeah, not so good. Come on, guys, just take care of your stuff, guys. Come on, games aren't cheap, man. These are $50 games, Take care of your stuff. Harvest Moon, Pokemon Channel, which I've actually been looking for this one for myself. I have a case and manual for this, but no game. Although. Hopefully that one will buff out, but very, very bad condition disc here. Luckily, this one, thank God Madden 2003 was complete. Thank God that this one had the disc and was complete, and the disc's in, immaculate shape. God forbid that Pokemon was complete and in good shape, but Madden 03, luckily. Luckily. And then Nicktoon Party Blast, which I think is a Mario Party ripoff. That was complete too, and this one was probably in good shape. No, this is probably the worst shape of any of them. So, like I said, a good bundle, but it could have been so much better if the discs were just in good condition. But I say it once, I say it a million times. Just take good care of your discs. I'm saying this more to younger people. Most of the adult-owned stuff I get is always in good shape, but it's just, I'm saying this to any kids or anyone who has kids out there, instill in your kids, take care of their stuff. You can get. So I would have probably paid if this stuff was all in good shape. This was marked, and I think this kid was about 10 years old, and he was so happy to sell this. I must have been like his older brothers. He was way too young for this. But I would have probably happily paid up to $200 for this bundle had everything been complete and in good shape. So it just kind of goes to show you how much less things are worth if they're not in good shape, at least to the buyer. But that's a little bit of a tirade. Other than that, I made a kid cry today. So I made one kid really happy by buying his little GameCube box for $50. He was the kid was thrilled. He was so happy to sell this to me. I'm like, all right. And then I made one kid cry because I asked about games from a woman at a sale, and she's, oh yeah, I have a Wii. I can bring that out and sell that. And the kid's like, oh, you're not selling the Wii. You're not selling the Wii. And the kid's like 4. He's probably never even played the Wii. And she's like, "You don't even play it. You don't care about it." And then he started crying, and she's like, "Well, I guess I can't sell it." I'm like, "God, stupid kid." Start crying. You just cost mommy money. No, I don't care that much, but yeah, that's it for the garage sales then. Got some super nice trade credit purchases here. I know I mentioned a few times that I've just almost every week been taking trade credit. Just bins and bins of garage sale extras and doubles to my local game store and just dropping off trade credit. And this stuff is all stuff, because I sell on eBay. I keep a lot of stuff. So this stuff is really stuff that I just don't care about. Stuff that, I buy a bundle, sell the consoles, sell the games, keep some games, and this, it pays, the bundle pays for itself. The bundle's pretty much free at this point. So all these games I really consider as free. I trade them in and then, end up with some trade credit. So I had, a balance of about $1,600 of trade credit at my local games store. And they're a chain, so they have them all over my state. And my three favorite ones are up towards Cleveland more. So I figured, you know what? I'm going to hit a garage sale. I hit my Thursday garage sale was in that neighborhood. I figure, you know what? I'm going to go out to Cleveland and hit those stores and then, head home. And I have a bunch of trade credit. See if they have anything good. And I got some really good stuff. I'm pretty happy with how the day went. So I'll jump into that stuff. First stop of the day. Nothing too interesting here, but this was only $15 and it's complete in really good shape. GT64. I already had the cartridge for this one, but box and manual for $15 with the game, and I can trade off the old game. Nice deal there. And of course, I consider these free in my collection because I have hardly any money into them. So really cool. And then a game I've been looking for probably about 7-8 years at this point. I was looking for this one forever while I was really, back in like 2013, 2014, I was really trying to complete my Wii set of like everything I wanted. And this was one that I wanted to get and I just never found. I've only ever seen this game one more time before this, so I figured I just ought to pick this up now because it's going up in price quite a bit and I should probably just lock it in. That game here is Sakura Wars So Long My Love. This is one of the only two Sakura Wars games we've received in the United States. Weirdly enough, they got like translations of the first couple games in Russia, of all places. But these games have never been localized otherwise, except for this game and the PS4 game that just came out in 2020. And it's a series that started on the Sega Saturn. It's kind of like part visual novel, part strategy RPG. And this is one I've wanted to get for a while. Weirdly enough, this is actually published here by NIS, which is bizarre because this is a Sega series. So very interesting there, but excited to get that. 95 is a little bit under retail. Of course, it doesn't really matter when you have trade credit, but 95 is a bit under retail, and it's been going up a lot lately. So I really just wanted to lock it in because that's one I've been wanting to actually play for a while too. So then my second stop of the day was the big boy. At this stop, including tax, I paid $685, of course, in trade credit, and got some stuff. This is some games I've just wanted for a while, and I don't ever see them. These are all complete in box. I don't ever see them complete in box. These are in great shape, and I'm really excited to grab these ones. So for the Game Boy Color, got Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages. I've had Oracle of Seasons. I got it, I remember, for $40 off eBay back in like 2013. Finally getting this one. I made it a goal a long time ago to get every Zelda game complete in box, and today I'll say it right now. I'll cross 2 off of the list. I believe I'm only down to a few more, so crossed 2 of the more expensive ones off the list today that I still had left. But for the other one I picked up today is Zelda Minish Cap. These are in plastic box protectors, so that's why they're like reflecting. But these are original. This one was actually in such good shape I was worried it was a repro, but it's not. But super excited to get that one there as well. So Zelda, I'm trying to think. Zelda Oracle was $185 was there what they had on it. Minish Cap was $210 what they had on it. And then I got Metroid Fusion as well, which was also $210, which very good deal on both the Minish Cap and the Metroid Fusion. Both pretty decently under retail, so that's exciting. So yeah, happy to get that one as well. This is another one I've wanted to get for a while. And what's cool is I already have the cartridges for Minish Cap and Metroid Fusion. So not only do I get to keep these games essentially for free with this trade credit, but I also get to sell, the duplicate cartridges. And I mean, those are both like $80 cartridge only right now. So really, really cool. All three of these actually were in such nice shape, and they were all authentic, of course, that they were actually better than the ones that I had in, the condition that the ones I had in my collection. So that's exciting as well. My Metroid Fusion cartridge was pretty rough, so that's good to see there. I feel like I'm losing my voice or something. Other than that, one more thing I found today for $75, another Dreamcast game that I did not have. And this is another one I've only ever seen once before, so I figured I should just lock it in, pick it up. I have the trade credit. I still have a ton of trade credit left over. I grabbed Bomberman Online, so I don't know if is there a single player in this one? I'm not familiar. I like Bomberman quite a bit, but not familiar if there's an actual single player component in this one. But I don't see this one often. I'm getting pretty close to the end of the Dreamcast library, so the end is in sight at the very least. But yeah, really great day. Trade credit, like I keep saying on the channel for the last couple weeks on these pickup videos. If your local game store pays you fairly, find out kind of what they pay, get a good sense of what they pay, and then if you're at the garage sales, try to get those bundle deals. See what you can do, how you can try to get those deals almost for free after you sell some stuff off, and then try to just accumulate trade credit because your game store likes to have inventory. A lot of them have been hurting after COVID with inventory, and obviously you're going to want to get copies of Metroid Fusion after trading in a stack of crappy PS2 games or something, or a bin of crappy PS2 games. So that's it for that little trade credit, segment. Really happy with that stuff there. Other than that, I'd like to thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Comment down below what you've picked up, what you think about my pickups, anything like that. If you got any good trade credit buys lately, because that's always exciting. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And follow me on Twitter @AljoGaming. And until next time, I'd like to thank you for watching.